Hey, Resetters. Happy week to you, Janine Victor McDade, CEO and Principal Consultant of Reset Budgeting and Financial Coaching, coming to you. And just thought I would check in with you all on YouTube just to let you know what's top of mind, ask a couple of questions of you all as we skate out of first month of 2025, as we skate out of January. I can't believe it. I mean, literally, it feels like yesterday we were saying Happy New Year and closing the books on 2024 and then, starting to see the sunrise of 2025. And already we're almost done with the first month of the year. So, what that tells me and what that says to me is that, um, time, I don't know about you, but time is going by very fast. And if there are some actions, if there are some things that are on your mind and in your heart to do, that we need to get to them. Studies show that really true change, the things that people say that they really want to do and that have a lasting sticking or stickiness to them, really actually go into effect about January 26th. So, if you follow the channel, if you have been hitting that like button and subscribing and engaging with the content on Instagram and on Facebook, you'll notice that I did not give a whole lot of pomp and circumstance around the beginning of the year because who I want to talk to are the folks who have been tired, and it doesn't take a new year in order to get them jazzed up and razzed up. Now, I know, starting a new year, a new month, I know that there's some emotional connection between those things and change, but true lasting change really happens after that. If you started going to the gym on January 1st, and if you're still going, I want you to take a look tomorrow, if you go tomorrow, sometime this week, and tell me how many people are in there compared to how many people were in there at the beginning of the year. It's an ongoing cycle. Businesses even build their businesses up to accommodate the rush of folks that start to do things and make these resolutions at the beginning of the year versus the folks who actually make true life changes. So that leads me into the things that are top of mind for me for 2025. As you know, we do have a new presidential administration that is in the White House. There are some things that are impending as far as changes that are financially impacting. And so the first thing that's top of mind for me is savings, liquid savings. I'm even, guilty of really wanting to make sure that I have a pretty comfortable and streamlined retirement, that all of the money that I put away is not necessarily as liquid as I would prefer it to be. And so those are one of those, that definitely is something I'm thinking about in 2025. But savings, making sure that we are saving more than we are consuming this year. There is, uh, I don't even know if it's gone through yet, but I've been kept, reading and trying to stay up on the decisions regarding Trump's act that's set to expire in 2025. And partially part of that could be no longer being able to deduct mortgage interest. Now, for homeowners, if you're a homeowner out there, you hear me, because mortgage interest generally is the biggest thing that we pay on a yearly basis on property that we own. And that mortgage interest, depending upon the state that you live in or what have you, could go into, the 20,000s sometimes. Definitely, usually it's past the 10,000s or the 7,000s, but that could be pretty considerable if you are doing a standard, excuse me, if you're not doing a standard deduction, if you're itemizing your deductions on your taxes. And that could be a great place to help you for tax cuts. If you've done any donations, those could be very helpful to you as well. Now, once again, I'm not a tax expert and I'm a tax consultant. I'm just telling you what I know from my experience of being a homeowner, owning property, and of really being able to lean on some of those deductions. There are some things that are proposed in regards to raising the threshold for certain things. So being able to contribute more into your Roth IRA, being able to contribute more into your 401k or your thrift savings plan, or, any of those retirement plans that are out there in the US. But if that interest rate one goes through, that's going to be a pretty heavy hit. So top of mind, saving money. Make sure you are paying the Lord and then you are paying yourself and then taking care of your obligations. Now, the second thing that's on my mind is saving money and then really focusing in on your debt. uh, Once upon a time, I would probably be like, hey, limit the savings a little bit, really, 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 work on that debt because the more debt that you have is really, it's the less savings that you can have. But I'm of the mindset now where we really have to do both. Like we really have to concentrate on both. Will you probably be able to stack and save as much as you want to because you're focusing on, paying down debt? No, but you must save something. You must put something to the side because time is a commodity that we don't get back. And time being able to compound interest and being able to take advantage of time to help your money grow, depending upon the vehicles or depending upon the accounts that you have your money in, um, it's irreplaceable. You cannot backtrack. Oh, I paid all my debt off, 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now and get that time back. So I will be working with my clients in regards to making sure that there's a strong savings component to their debt payoff as well, so that there's not missing all of the opportunity for money to grow. So debt payoff is big. That's definitely stayed a focus of mine. So saving money, paying off your debts, and then this year focusing much more on those needs versus those wants. Now, don't don't get me wrong. There is the need for some wants in your life.